Chapter 18, The School Play. At the same time as the book project, we were also working on The Wizard of Oz. There were rehearsals every week. Since I was only a munchkin, I thought rehearsals were pretty boring. You should have signed up for the orchestra. I should have signed up for the orchestra like you, I told Melody. Who ever heard of a Chinese munchkin? That's not why I signed up for the orchestra, Melody said. Besides, no one will see you, probably. That's true, I said, thinking about all the kids that were munchkins on stage. All we did was stand around and sing songs. But one day, Ms. Malone said, right before the song, we need a munchkin to give Dorothy a thank you gift for killing the wicked witch. Grace, we'll have you do it. Me? But then everyone would see me. What if I handed Dorothy the gift and everyone in the audience whispered to each other, a Chinese munchkin? There's no such thing as a Chinese munchkin. I tried to say something, but Miss Malone had hurried on to the Cowardly Lion. That day when I got home from school, Mom asked me what was wrong. Uh-oh, Mom said. You have a grumpy face. What's wrong today? Miss Malone made me the munchkin that gives Dorothy the gift, I said. Isn't that good? Mom asked. Now you have a part that's special. No, I told her it's horrible. It's so stupid that she picked me. Why is it stupid? Mom asked. I would think you'd be proud. Now everyone will see me, I said. Before, no one would notice me, but now I'll stick out. People will say, Grace is a munchkin, and then they'll laugh at me. Everyone is going to laugh at me. Mom said. You sound like I did before my first day of school. Did I ever tell you about that? Mom's first day of school. The night before my first day of school, my mother told me that Amma, my grandmother, was going to bring me. Now remember, Amma grew up during a time when women bound their feet to make them smaller. Binding their feet did make them smaller, but oh, how painful it was to walk on them. So because it was so difficult for Amma to walk, it was decided that Amma would walk me to school and wait outside for me all day until it was time to bring me back so she wouldn't have to make an extra trip. Now, I was grateful for Amma's sacrifice. Now, was I grateful for Amma's sacrifice? No, I was embarrassed. What would my classmates think of me when my grandmother walked me to school and sat all day in the schoolyard waiting for me? They would think I was a baby who needed someone nearby all the time. I pleaded and begged for my parents to let me go alone or for someone else to bring me, but they refused. The next day, I dreaded going to school. Usually, I liked walking with Amma. Unlike walking with my mother or father, whose large steps made me hop like a rabbit, Amma always walked slowly and deliberately, picking her steps like the way you choose peaches at the market. But today I hated walking with her. I dragged my feet as if they were stuck to the ground with honey. I hoped that by getting to school late, no one would see Amma walking with me. On the way, we met up with another student, a round-faced boy named Xiao Zhe, who was walking with his grandmother as well. He scowled at me with fierce anger, and I started to feel that school was going to be a very unhappy and unfriendly place. The bell was ringing when we finally reached the school. So far, my plan was working. I hoped that no one noticed Amma as I left her outside, but my relief was short-lived, because as soon as my classmates sat down in their seats, Zhao Zhe made a noise like a tea kettle. Look out the window, he laughed, and he pointed. I was horrified. Was this terrible boy pointing at Amma and laughing at her? I joined my classmates at the window, and then I started laughing too. Outside in the schoolyard sat a whole row of grandmothers. They sat there like a line of birds on a telephone wire, gossiping and sharing tea. Everyone's grandmother was out there. I didn't need to feel embarrassed about Amma waiting for me the whole day, Mom finished, because everyone else's grandmother was doing the same thing. But it's not the same with the play, I said. Isn't it, though? Mom asked. You're so worried about your part, you aren't seeing that there's nothing to worry about. Maybe, I said, but I did feel better.